2. We are live.
I don't know what I'm doing, but welcome to the Kicking the Peanut Show. We got a Xander dancing in the background. The Kicking the Peanut Show is all about just chewing the fat, talking about what's on our minds and what's going on for the week, and just anything we care to talk about. I am the lovely who is Alice, and I am joined by...
I am Xander.
And Mr. Wick.
Mr. Wick!
A.K.A. Rhombus.
Welcome to the Kicking... Yes, a.k.a. Rhombus. A Rhombus in here. But no, welcome to the Kicking Peanut Show, where we basically just talk about random crap. So we also like to start off the show talking about like a little recap of our personal weeks. Mine I love to talk about, but I don't want to, dox too much here. It has been a very interesting week indeed, but for me, sucked. But it is what it is. Otherwise, all things considered, it's been a good week. Aside from certain personal things, I'm actually enjoying a 4-day weekend. So, aside from me, Xander, how's your week been?
Week's been pretty good. Like it's the second week back. From the vacation. Gotten on our rolls, so to speak. Just getting stuff done, having fun, learning things. We brought in some new people into the fold here, including but not limited to a couple new females. So I think we actually spoke about this last show about how we were woefully underpopulated by the fairer gender, so to speak.
My gender, is what you're saying?
Yeah. You women.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm constantly in a sausage party. At the same time.
You were. You're not wrong.
But no, I actually don't mind. I am kind of in the same way, just because of my my personality and stuff. I am like one of the boys.
Essentially, yeah.
The boys.
But very full well knowing my gender appropriation. I know I'm a female, so yeah, I know my role. Kind of.
Well, anyway, but no. Aside from that, we had a really excellent meeting last night. I am
we did.
stoked.
We did.
It's astounding what we're becoming. We are a force. So
yeah, we're becoming a force to be reckoned with. I mean, even if people don't watch this yet, if people start doing it, I hope that they'll go back to these old shows and just see how we've grown from where we are now.
Oh yeah, well, I wouldn't say to be reckoned with. I mean, I wouldn't disagree, but I wouldn't come across as that, because that sounds threatening.
Oh, yeah.
We are a force.
Yeah, I know.
We are a force to be recognized. So
we're forced. Thank you. Yeah, poor choice of words, but you knew what I meant.
Yes.
We're not forced to be reckoned with.
I like your words, Magic Man.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun.
Well, we have just been joined by Justin. How are you doing today, man?
Hey, Justin, welcome! Welcome to the Kicking the Peanut.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but I thought I'd join because I finished my eggs.
Yep. It's just whatever, we talk about anything, whatever show. But what do you say?
It's not like today in history or anything. We talk basically we start out the show basically going a recap of our week and stuff, go around the table and talk about our weekend,
Yeah,
and
right
then
now,
we go into and talk about whatever we want to talk about. I have a thing I want to talk about today, but I want to go through everybody's week.
Yeah.
So Xander was in the middle of his week.
Let's go to Rhombus here.
And Ron, you said, you left off at we did have a good staff meeting yesterday.
Oh yeah, we had an amazing
awesome
staff meeting. Other than that, things are fairly business as usual. Slowly getting things done. Plans coming. Pardon me. Plans coming to fruition. Me sneezing on camera. It's all sorts of fun.
Yeah.
We're spacing here, is what we're doing. But anyway, so Xander, that was basically your recap. Who wants to go next? Loki, are you there?
No, Loki ain't here. It's Rhombus' turn, though.
Yeah, Rom. Yeah, let's go to you, buddy.
You confused Rhombus with a Canadian? How dare you? How
I
dare
know.
you?
I'm an American.
Please don't start that with me.
I'm part of the superior country.
Yeah, well, so how is your week going?
Raw. Well, it's been a pretty good week. Got a lot of work done. Got a lot of walls cleaned off at work.
Nice.
Went and seen Fast 10 Part 1 today.
Oh yeah, you went and saw the Fast and Furious movie. Yeah, you were talking about that earlier.
I liked it. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to spoil anything on the stream. But
honestly,
it was a pretty good
that
fight.
movie,
If you did, I'd just be like, spoiler alert!
they lost.
No, hey, Xander,
Spoiler
get
alert.
your siren. Use your siren. Beer, 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 spoiler alert.
Okay, I'll give out one spoiler, and it's not even a surprising one.
Xander, I
Pretty sure
need the
anybody could've
spoiler
predicted
sound.
it. Giselle is not dead. She did not see her fate in the 6th movie where she kind of just like vanished when she jumped off the car like dangling off a plane.
Okay, well, remember with me, like I told you, like I've only seen the first and second Fast and Furious, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was just doing it for the general audience, just to give them an idea of what to expect.
She ain't dead. I'm not dead. Bring out your dead.
Bring out your dead. But anywho,
Bring out your dead.
But yeah, no, that meeting, as Xander said, went very well. It was a very good meeting.
It was a very good meeting.
It was a very active meeting too. It was like probably, what was there, like 9 or 10 of us in there?
There was at least 7 of us for sure. Like, and actually, I think it was like I'd never seen that many people in a staff meeting there.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that many people showed up.
Yeah,
but, I mean, this is Xander's server, and we're playing off of Xander's world here. Like, that's how my show is. Like, we're streaming through Xander. So we should always, like, we're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Stop
we
that!
We're scum!
Stop that! Nurgle already does that to me. I don't like that. No, dude, seriously, like, during one of I don't know if we were having a meeting or what, but, like, during a conversation, like, he kept posting that GIF in Micheless, and I'm like, dude, stop making me delete this. Like, you are worthy. Stop it! You know?
No, what you have to do is you got to get the part where Alice Cooper like extends his hand and puts his hand downward and turns his head like "Kiss My Ring," like because Alice Cooper does that when like in the first movie.
Yeah.
But I love that part. Like, we're not worthy. But yeah, dude, Xander, thank you for like putting my show on your platform. Like, I really appreciate that because this show wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Xander, in the background. So we gotta give some props.
No, give the real props. The show wouldn't have restarted if it wasn't for you, Alice. You're the one who brought back the Jabberwocky, which became the Peanut. This is your show. Always has been.
Yeah, I know. Well, it takes 2 to tango on this one, so.
It takes 1 to start.
Takes 1, but 2 to procreate.
Well, I ain't gonna be doing that with you. Sorry.
Wait. Xander, you and I, we birthed a beautiful internet baby here, okay? My boyfriend, he'll have to get over it, but we birthed a beautiful internet baby. Dude, actually, that should probably go in the quotes, that you and I birthed a beautiful internet baby.
Yes, I will. You and I have birthed.
You guys had an E baby.
A beanie baby.
No, an E baby. Like, instead of an E girlfriend, an E boyfriend, you made an E baby.
Oh, an E baby? Oh. What? It sounds like it's coming from eBay. Dude, like, oh man.
E baby, oh god.
That just reminded me of the Aaron Belial joke. It was like, oh, you guys look shocked. Like, it's as if you ordered Stephen Hawking on Wish, but you got me. That joke was so funny. Anywho, so let's get back to brass taxes here. So, Ramos, we have talked about your week, and do you have anything to like recap aside from the movie you had a fun time at? Anything else this week that was fun, worthy of note?
Ramos, anything else interesting?
I did learn that there were a few movies that are going to be coming out towards the end of the year. Well, I mean, I know of one. There's one that had been in the works for almost a decade that's coming out in October.
What, Avatar? Oh, wait, no, Avatar finally came out, apparently.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
So did
that
Black
franchise
Adam.
stalled.
That one took a decade too, didn't it?
I don't know
That
if
one
I
took over a
want-
decade. That took well over. That actually took them like 13 years.
Damn. Well, like Sisu's
Didn't
already
really.
out, and Oppenheimer's coming up, so I know that those are on your itinerary.
Oh yeah, they're on my list. Yeah, there's a certain horror.
Hold on a
game.
second. Put that back there. I saw that. Put that back.
What?
Whoever that was.
What? I don't see what the fudge? I see no cameras here. Let me, I gotta pop out and pop back in. Maybe I can see these.
What?
What the hell?
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna torture Justin. I'm gonna torture him.
No, we got banana.
Why? You
Forrest,
terrible.
Xander's wearing the banana hat.
Oh, I feel that. Damn it.
Oh yeah, that's the
Okay,
point.
no, so
Those
speaking
are-
of,
You know what? You
yeah,
saw
no.
what I posted, that's why.
a certain video game, well, a certain horror video game franchise is going to be. It's turning into a movie, and I don't know how to feel about it.
are you
Like-
talking, what, Doom, Silent Hill,
No.
Resident Evil
FNAF.
again?
That one from 2014, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard
Oh.
about that.
I don't know how to feel about it. Like I'm sure
I'm
the
low-key
casting
excited
seems
for the
decent.
film.
It seems like good casting, and they picked Hutchinson. I haven't seen him in a movie in a while.
Oh, who do
Yeah,
we
Josh
have in
Hutcherson.
now? Ha, we got
Oh,
Din
oh.
Diesel!
Yo,
in the
Sohan.
Yes, you
Well,
have
yo.
King Diesel. Fuck the family.
Yo, let's
Hey,
speed this up here. Let's
Sohan.
get to Justin. How was his week, and then to Din Beasels, and then we'll talk about articles.
Yes, well, then we'll talk about just whatever. I
Yeah.
have something I want to put off my chest here that we talked about in history. show,
Alice, I've
so.
told you 1,000 times you don't need breast reduction surgery. Okay?
You're such a dish canoe. You're a canoe de la douche.
Well, you're
Hey,
talking about
banana
getting something
head.
off your
need 'em.
chest. You know, it's just like, you know, what?
I might need it.
Yeah, you know, all right, you took the play on it.
I'm getting
Fair
too
enough.
big. I'm getting too much of a pop.
I have too much muscle. I need to have muscle
I'm
reduction
sorry.
surgery.
Justin Arnold. I'm putting Arnold to shame. Ow.
Justin, how was your week going?
You know what? I think it was quite well. I think it was pretty good.
Yo, you're very muffled, bro. Like,
Dude, why do you sound like you're a truck driver?
he
right
always
Oh,
sounds
it's-
like this. I don't know what the problem is. Like,
I keep
Well,
covering my
that's
mic by
boring.
accident. Is that better?
a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah. I was saying it's alright. Despite all the hell that came throughout all this week, I think, you know what, it was probably a little bit worth it, even though it was a little bit of a week, but it'll go by. There's comes challenges with everything.
So you
Yeah.
persevered at the end of the day, is what you're saying.
Wait, what happened?
You persevered at the end of the day.
Yeah,
the week.
if you want to put it that way, yeah, that's a way to put it.
I mean, there were challenges, but you're still here. You're still doing your thing.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say this for the audience. We're not gonna get into what he went through, but we know what happened, and he's had a rough week. So,
Yeah.
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 Well, yeah. I can hear you because like I don't know if you heard about like, you know what happened to me like a month ago. So
Well, yeah, we all know about that.
yeah. This is the reason why I'm called the wench of Icarus now.
Yeah.
Yep. Anywho's, so Sohan, my sexy boy from the
hey.
south. How has your week been?
My weekend was pretty good.
No, your week, your entire week since the last show.
Yeah.
Oh, my week
anything
was.
worthy of note? Anything
Well,
worthy of note to talk about? Streaming, awesome streaming things you did, gaming wise,
He streamed
anything.
earlier.
I beat Jedi Survivor,
Nice.
and I bought some
Oh.
shirts.
Ooh.
There you go. So yeah, you can still talk about things like that. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be like so personal. You can be like your gaming stuff. I know you stream, and actually,
I
Xander,
do.
what's Sohan's stream
Twitch.
thing? Twitch on Twitch.
Showing TV on Twitch.
Yep. Link to
Yeah,
that is in the
Sohan TV
underbar
on
already.
Twitch. Oh, sweet. Yeah,
Yes.
cool. Yeah, I mean, he does streaming for anybody that does like to watch that stuff. But
I've
go
been
ahead.
trying to see what I could stream on Xbox.
Oh, like if I get my Xbox Live back, and if I can get a game, and you've got your Xbox Live, and I got my Xbox Live, do you think you and I, like, you can just stream?
Yeah.
I don't have to have my camera on, but I'll play. I'll probably be like a noob, and all you'll see is me dying a bunch, but at least it'll still be fun. I might ruin your stats, but hell,
I ain't
I'll
worried about
Halo
those
jump the
stats.
shit out of a first-person shooter game. I'm just kidding. No, I hate Halo jumpers, but like, no. Actually, what game I would love to do, if I could get it back, and like you can like, because I remember the server went down for a while, but like Black Ops 2 for like, you know, survival mode in the city, where you have to like survive the zombies, like in the city, where you, like I figured out
Yeah,
a system. You got a figure 8 in there. But yeah, no, I would totally love to try to do survival of Black Ops 2 with you in the city.
Alright.
Yeah. Anywho's. So does anyone else have any updates about their week or anything like that?
No, I already have the
Yeah.
Kick Peanut channel over here. We only have 2 posts, unfortunately. But it's something.
It's okay. But, so anyways, let's get on to some topics for the week. Like, we were talking earlier about, like, it somehow came in the gender thingy-majigger. And
The
I was, yeah, the gender kajigger controversy.
Uh-oh.
Like,
What about
Mike
the
Jigger.
what about the subway incident?
Whoa, yeah, are you talking about, you know, with that, the homeless guy and the Marine?
Yeah, the one. I'm sorry, but
No,
from
no,
what
we
I've
can totally
heard,
talk about that.
from what I'm hearing, he held that for too goddamn long.
Wait,
Yeah, I heard he did.
what are you
But they
talking
also,
about?
like, they show that he also put him in recovery position, but he did hold it too long, but he did put him into a recovery
What are you
position.
talking
No.
about? I don't know what you're talking about.
There's-
The
it's
nearly...
a former Marine put someone in a chokehold who was being disruptive for too long.
Didn't that
Oh,
happen a couple
yeah,
weeks ago,
yeah,
or is
yeah.
that like another incident involving the police? Because I remember not too long ago, but
No, this wasn't a
Oh, wasn't the
police. This
police.
was civilian.
okay.
This was between civilians. It took, like, what, 20 minutes for the police to respond? And
yeah.
apparently, though, like...
Well, yeah, because he was on the
the-
subway.
Yeah, this is on the subway, and police didn't respond for a while. But, like, people did call, but apparently he had also assaulted like a 68-year-old woman and somebody else on the subway, and then he was becoming so disruptive that this guy and 2 other men subdued him, but I guess they put him in a chokehold too long, where he passed away, but he was still alive when the cops were on site, but he died at the hospital, from what I understand. He was still alive on the subway, though. But they're charging the guy for involuntary manslaughter.
It could have been worse. He could have got straight up murder, but you know.
No, yeah, they're trying to charge him with involuntary manslaughter. But, like, there's 2 other people also there that were helping the guy, too. So, like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot, like, you know, like, I don't want to, like, make a
Same.
judgment, because the evidence is still out, but from what video surveillance has shown, that showed the guy and the other 2 passengers that helped him, put him in a recovery position after having him in a chokehold. But, yeah, more than likely, the guy probably held it on too long because the guy was fighting so hard and he was holding him. But yeah,
Well,
But
here's
the thing is-
here's the thing that nobody's considering. He was a former Marine. Those people are trained to kill. You know, they're not trained to pacify or subdue. They're trained to kill. They are warriors. So, like, he's not going to know what's too long or not. He's trained to take a life. Because if he doesn't take a life, that life in his hand is probably going to try to take
this
his
is where
life.
Steven
So-
Crowder actually made a point about that, is that the guy didn't actually know how to properly put a proper chokehold on. I got.
Yeah,
He was
see
just
that.
trying to like subdue him. What it looked like he was trying to do was like a rear naked chokehold, where
It
your
was.
body is underneath him, and you wrap your legs around the like the lower legs, and you have the arm like up around the neck, and you have your arm locked in like with the head.
This is
And
what
so that
infuriates
you
me
can't
about
move.
modern society. Like, everybody's so quick. Oh, look, he did it wrong. Like, as if everybody in the world is a freaking expert on how to subdue and chokehold. No.
Yeah,
And,
like
everybody's
everybody-
so quick to point fingers and to judge and to accuse. It's like, take a step back, breathe, and take in all the semantics of the situation. Did he maybe inadvertently kill this guy? Yes, but we don't know what would have happened if he had not subdued him. Like, and especially in today's day and age, everybody is so pussy, so crap. Like they're so pansy.
At least
Like,
he passed. He'd already physically. I'm sorry, Xander. He'd already assaulted 2 passengers on the subway prior to the subduing.
Okay, we got
And
the
people
link
had already
here, but
been
I'm not going
calling
to play
and
it.
the cops-
I'll post it in the underbar here at post.
No, that's not the real one.
Oh.
That's a similar thing. That's
Oh,
something
okay, never
similar.
mind.
Now, this person did not get killed. This person got put in the rear naked choke. They dropped him, and for the time being, till the cops showed up, he had his foot on his chest the whole time, making
Yeah.
sure he don't get up.
I mean, did this guy potentially do wrong? Yes, but let's not just start blaming and pointing fingers. Like, take a step back, collect yourself, and start thinking of the situation critically. Especially that this guy has already done some action. So, it's not a good situation.
Previously arrested 42 times. At least he had been arrested like 42 times, catch and release kind of thing.
Okay,
He was
so,
mentally unstable and a homeless man. So I mean, the system should have been there and stopped this prior to this happening.
So this is a setup for disaster. This was, this is stupid. This is just stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. It sucks. Like, but it's because a white man killed a black man. It's in the news. I think because of the whole propaganda.
By the way,
even did you hear? Speaking of that same thing in New York City, the 6-month pregnant woman who they portrayed as a woman trying to take a bicycle from a bunch of young black men, who actually she had the receipt and she'd scanned the bike to ride home from a 12-hour shift from working as a nurse.
Why does it taste like orange?
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, apparently in this one,
does
like
the air
this has
taste
happened
like
recently.
oranges?
Have you heard about this? About the 6-month pregnant woman who
It
was
tastes like orange.
getting one of those rent-a-bikes.
It tastes like an orange.
Oh god. Well, no. Anyways, but no, the 6-month pregnant woman she bought one of those rent-a-bikes that you scan it your thing over the Q scanner thing, the Q picture or whatever that thing is.
The QP,
And then she
QR?
pulled the bike out, and these 5 teenagers came up and said that it was their bike, and they started recording her when she was like, "No, this is my bike," and she had already scanned it. She had the receipt. She actually got put on a leave of absence from the hospital because of this viral video that portrays her trying to steal a bike from a bunch of black American teenagers.
Yeah.
And that's going viral right now, but she actually has a receipt that shows that she paid for it and they were trying to take it from her, but trying to portray her being a racist Karen.
Yeah. Well, not to beat a dead horse or
gotta
anything, because
say
we talk about this all the time and everything, but I'm having the loon come up here for a little bit. He's on his way. But in the same vein of thing, in the same vein of thing, we're talking about, because he's white, all of a sudden he's a pariah, how everything is today, everything, like that shooter, that shooter in Texas, everything, the shooter had some connections to conservative, blah, blah, the shooter was white, turns out it was a Mexican, they just dropped it, it disappeared, and it never existed, almost, the agenda is so obvious, blatant in your face, and that's why I'm having because Loon has something to say about this subject of conversation, but it's involving the NBA. So as soon as he gets here, we'll talk about. He's not here yet. He's doing. Yeah.
Hey, happy early Father's Day, Pops.
He's not here yet, but I'll tell him.
Oh, damn it!
I keep saying he's not here yet, Alice.
I thought you said he was just walking up. Sorry,
No.
you got a little
He's not here yet. All right, meaning that he's not yet here.
I might not. I might need to have like hand sign language for you to tell me that one more time. No, wait, don't do that. That'd be someone will get mad at you.
Yeah.
We'll get canceled for it.
It's like,
Actually,
wait,
I would be surprised. Actually, that'd be great if you could do sign language. I would be like, yo, that's
I
good.
actually want to learn it. I know a little bit of sign language, but not a whole lot. Like I can actually do individual like letters, and then make the word out for them. But and I can also do happy birthday to you and thank you and fuck you.
all right, the loon is here, guys.
What's up?
Happy early Father's Day, Loon,
Thank
and happy
you.
early Memorial Day, Pops.
Thank you. That's both are coming up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
they're
just,
they're
you know,
fastly happening.
A quick synopsis of what you told me earlier today involving that white NBA player who's just
Yeah.
being overlooked, and now they just have to not ignore him anymore. So go for it.
Yeah, well, he's a European, and he plays for the Denver Nuggets, and he's been doing really well in the league for the last 3 years, and each year he's gotten better and better. And this year he just tore the league up and killed them all. Still didn't get voted the MVP, even though his numbers said he should have. And he put the Nuggets in the #1 spot for the playoffs. So everything said he should have had the MVP. And here's the deal. The big guy plays center, but the entire offense goes through him anyways. He'll start out at the top of the key. Great passer, great shooter, can't jump worth a lick. And the thing is, he's white, he's not real athletic looking, a little bit heavy. And so he looks like a dork. Old term, but you know,
Yeah.
that's the reality of it.
I love it.
The NBA in general just wouldn't accept him as being a great player. And they kept overlooking him and overlooking him. Now, through the finals, he's just been really lighting the whole league up, and they just can't ignore him anymore. And they realize, maybe we screwed up by not making him the MVP. One analysis in the NBA, black guy who's been in the league for a number of years, been a coach, player, and on back. He has a history of the NBA. So he has a right to vote for the All-Star. Didn't even put him on his top 5 list. It was crazy. And it was so bad, the guy went back and apologized for not even including him. But that's where it's at.
Wow.
It's almost reverse discrimination.
Well,
There's a lot more to it
It's
than
not
just
reverse
being white.
discrimination. It's discrimination.
Yeah,
Period.
it's discrimination, and he happens to be white, so it makes it easier.
Discrimination.
Yeah.
Like,
So
like,
that's it. So
oh my
now they have
gosh,
egg on their face because he's just killing the league up in the playoffs. He's got the Nuggets over the Lakers 3-0. They'll sweep them if they take the next game, and everybody's going, "Whoops, this guy is just killing them."
LeBron
You know-
James,
do you
eat your
know-
heart out.
Yeah.
Do you know, Pops? Do you know his what this player's name is?
Yeah, it's let me read it again. Nikola Josic. Nikola Josic.
Oh, so he's a European, like Slavic.
Yeah,
Is
he's
it
European.
because he's close, like because they're well, the way his name is, it sounds Slavic too.
It could
So
be.
is there a possibility the reason why they're kind of hindering him is because of the whole Russia-Ukraine thing?
Yes.
Well, that might be a part of it, but the main thing is obviously skin color, and it's absolutely
Well, that's
disgusting.
just part of it. It's not the
and
main. I don't even know if it's the main thing, but
Well,
you know, he comes in, he's dorky looking. You know, he's not athletic looking.
But the numbers are
But
there.
Yeah.
You
Good
know?
enough. But
See,
he's
see, here's the
talented
thing.
enough where he's on
White
an
just
NBA
goes
team.
into the mix.
No, here's the thing. Like, if we copied everything of him, like, you know, from Europe or whatever, but changed it to black
Yeah.
and doing the same thing to him, oh my God, there'd be
there'd
riots.
be an
People would be
uproar.
getting
Yeah,
shot
there'd
in
be
the
an
streets. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
like,
there'd be an uproar.
so you know,
It's just another thing, you know.
like literally, like. So this is why I say the main reason is because of his skin color. Because if we take every other aspect of the
Oh my
entire
God.
situation to put it to
I
a
am
black
so-
guy or to a Hispanic or whatever, then you know, so yeah.
I am so sick and tired of this race fucking war, dude.
Oh, it's
Like,
terrible.
Judge people on their fucking talent and what they're good at, not the fucking color of their skin.
What
dude.
about
Thank
character?
you. That's
What
absolutely
happened
right.
to character?
The content of character. Martin Luther King said this decades ago.
Oh, he's one
Judge
of my
no
heroes.
cause by the color of their skin, but the content of their character.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, like, why aren't we fucking implementing this?
crazy.
Why is Joe Biden saying that the biggest terrorist threat to the United States is white supremacy?
Oh,
You know,
isn't that
I'm not
nuts?
saying
Well,
that there isn't.
Hold up.
I'm not saying.
Wait,
Hey, look, hang on a second. I'm not saying that there isn't people out there that actually have that ideology, and for that, I condone those fuckers because they're pieces of shit.
Hey, there are
But
white supremacists out there. You're right.
There's also black supremacists.
Yeah, absolutely
And
right.
Asian supremacists and Mexican
But let me
supremacists.
tell you, the white supremacist number is really, really teeny.
Yep.
And
It's a
Biden
lot
and the
smaller
gang
than
try
what
to
they're
make it huge.
portraying.
Yep.
Yep.
They're trying to say that the entire conservative or constitutionalist people,
Yeah.
independents, anybody with white skin is a fucking supremacist.
Yeah.
Like they think that we're better than them, and you
And
know what?
Unless
No,
you can be a white leftist and you're okay.
Yeah.
dude. Like I've met decent fucking people on the left who don't believe in this ideology. They're just too fucking scared to say anything about it now.
Oh yeah. No. The
Like there are people on the other side who desperately think the same thing we're thinking. I'm like, so what is the problem? But there's this huge fucking pull to push people apart. They're dividing us for a fucking reason, and people need to start realizing, divided we're weak, united we are fucking strong.
A
Where
house
we go
divided
one, we
against
go
itself
all.
cannot stand. Abraham Lincoln.
that's it. Divide
Yeah,
and conquer.
well, where we go one, we go all. Kennedy Jr.
We were talking
Yeah,
about
that's
this.
the best
We
result.
were talking about this morning, and there's nothing new in this. And I go back into the '60s when all this stuff didn't take birth, but it really blossomed with the Vietnam War and all that. And it's they're just following the playbook from day one, and get into education, get into every system, divide and conquer, and then we will take down the United States from within. That's where it goes.
Yeah.
Tell him your
Well,
bandstand
what's
story or
that-
whatever. That
well,
one real
that-
quick.
What bandstand?
That
When-
one,
when they were
that one
saying, blah, blah,
Russian
blah, and then they
defector,
booed a
he said
conservative
that
guy on
the
stage.
way to break
Oh,
down
yeah,
the United
yeah, that's too long to go in.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to leave you guys
break
with
down
it, but
the
that's my
United
take,
States.
especially on Nikola Tesla. Is it Nikola?
The Tesla. Oh my God.
Aw.
No. I said it wrong.
Hey, Pops, I
Nicola.
love you, and
Nicola-
I'm happy to hear your voice
Yeah,
again.
you bet. Take it easy.
Yeah, poor dad hasn't been feeling
I
well for
love
the
you,
past
bud.
couple of days, so
I'll see you one day.
yeah. Take it easy, Pops. I know
Take a look,
poor
Tesla
Loon
with
has
the
not been
wireless
feeling well.
threes.
Poor Loon has not been
Well,
feeling
also
well
with-
the past couple of days. He hasn't actually been on the show, and he actually the other day, on Wednesday, he actually came home during the history show at 11:30 in the morning. He had to be excused from work. His co-partner or his co-pilot or whatever actually sent him home. It's like, no, dude, you're not doing well. You go home right now. So that man busts his ass and
I love your father.
I
Your
do
father
too.
is fucking awesome.
he is and
Dude,
I
he's
am
fucking.
lucky.
He is the golden lean for a
He
reason.
is. Yes. Yeah. But anyway,
But,
let's
like-
get in. Let's continue the conversation. I just wanted to have him in. We were talking about all this racial equality crap, thing going on. And it's just like
Yeah.
perfect example. The NBA thing. Like how hard did blacks have to fight to get into these things into baseball, into football, into basketball, and everything. They had to fight tooth and nail. They earned their right there. Everybody has a right there. There is no earning.
Yeah.
What am I
If
saying?
you
There
have
is no
talent,
earning
if
rights.
you earn
They
your
have a
own.
right. But then they turn around
you know,
and then they do to us what we used to do to them. How does that make it right? Learn from us.
It
Yeah, white
doesn't.
people are evil. Well, learn from it. Don't do what we did.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
No, but and also I understand why people are upset. But you need to the past is the past. We can't rewrite that.
yeah,
But you can learn from it.
For those who
People
are stuck in the
definitely-
past, we will not have a future.
Yeah, if you keep living in the past, you can't move on.
Yeah.
You have to look forward and realize that you have more potential. It doesn't have anything to do with the color of your skin. No matter what their media and what social media, anybody.
Dude, it's not
It's
even that.
telling you,
It'll be
if
just
you
skin
believe in
color.
yourself-
It'll be people who think it's in their background too, because they'll be like, "Oh, what about people?"
If you believe in yourself, you can persevere. Don't ever give up. I guess, as Thomas Edison, even though I don't like the guy that much because he
Beef.
stole from Tesla, it took him 1,000 ways to not create a light bulb, he said. I like that quote. It's like, it took 1,000 different ways to not make one. And,
course.
for every time you try, you get closer to something. And I believe that everybody has potential if they just put their mind to it. I mean, everybody has talent, and you just gotta find out what that talent is to, persevere with. Like, everybody is built with something they're good at. Like, and it might take a long time for you to figure it out. Hell, I'm 40 years old and I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is I'm really good at. But I think I know ideally what I'm good at. And so I'm going to try to pursue that. But, it's more on a creative side, but it's also on a nurturing kind of side. I mean, I can't have kids, but I'm not saying I'm going to go become a daycare person, but I mean, I think I have an idea what I want to do, but
Yeah.
I want to make sure I got the niche for it. Like, I think I might.
Yeah.
So that kind of goes into a little bit of chemistry, which I know I never really did much chemistry in school, but I'm thinking, because I was actually pretty good at it, and
No, legal.
brewing beer.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
no,
I want to brew beer.
she wasn't gonna be Walt Tris White or whatever,
No. I'm not going to do meth or anything like that.
I'm gonna say,
Fuck
yo, that's
that.
just illegal.
Well, yeah, no shit it is, and it's not good for you. It rots your teeth out, it rots your brain out, it
And it
inhibits
makes you go
you.
it gives you
Just for a
psychosis.
little bit of just for a little bit of no,
Yeah.
I like it because how my dad taught me, that's what I love the most about it. Is it's something my dad taught me, and it was some of the most fun times I've ever had.
Now, see, here's my drug story, okay? I tried Coke once, but the ice cubes got caught in the straw. I tried it again, it turned out to be Pepsi, so I said, fuck it, I went to weed and haven't looked back since. Alright? That's where I stand.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I love my marijuana.
Yeah. Why is nobody laughing? It was a joke, come on!
I get it. But I'm in the middle of a sandstorm trying to survive in the land of Conan.
The Barbarian.
Well, yo, Alice, if you want, I have two subjects of conversation in the Peanut channel here we can talk about, if you want.
Yeah, well, I wanted to talk about the whole, speaking of beer, the Mulvaney debacle, which we have dabbled into, but actually, I would like to hear what you have on the deck here.
We got here 1892. This was from the history show earlier this week.
Yep.
1892, Charles Brady King invented the pneumatic hammer, which we know most commonly today is the jackhammer, uses pneumatics to hammer something.
Yeah.
So,
the whole handheld thing about it was quite interesting. Yeah. Yeah, go in. Let's talk about that a little bit. Let's go totally left field here from what we were talking about.
Yeah,
I
this is the
actually like that
diagram
about
we
our
were
show,
looking
is that
at.
we can totally veer completely right. It's hey, so we talked about that. Now we're talking about this. So,
and
anyways,
that's how the peanut goes.
Yes, that's how it is. We kick the peanut around, and whatever pops in our head, we talk about.
And see, actually, literally, because if you think about it, if you kick a peanut, it's not going to fly straight. It's going to go that way, this way. It's a weird oblong shape with multiple bulges. It's.
Unless you're like David Beckham, where you can kick a peanut and it goes straight into the goal, right where you want it.
If you're a bullseye, you can flick a peanut in the person's throat.
Oh,
That's
the
from
peanut in the throat.
Dang.
That's from Daredevil. That scene
Oh,
he's on the
not.
plane.
oh Lord! Is this the one with Ben Affleck?
Yes.
Wait a minute, that's a car.
I knew it.
And Colin
Anyway.
Farrell as bullseye.
You know what? I just realized something, guys. So who here is watching my stream right now? Actually on Discord?
I will watch it right now just so I can see.
Because I remember we looked this up and I found this.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah,
the
this
diagram
is-
we were looking at. Okay.
Mechanism is interesting.
I just realized something. That's a car.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's sideways.
Yeah. Like I thought this was like a gun grip, and like the steering wheel thing was a pneumatic hammer
I
thing.
know,
And,
we're
like,
looking at.
it's a
But where's
friggin'
the wheels
car.
for the
Wow.
where's the wheels for the front though?
Well, you can
Like,
see
are
it's
they
cut
just
off. There's
tiny?
like a diagonal section here cut off.
See,
So
I knew something was weird because I thought it looked like that when I was looking at it, that little line that goes right there across, like on the left hand side of the diagram. I thought it looked like a bandsaw, like a saw right there, but you had your handle grip. I was like, well, what's the wheel like right next to your hand for? Like,
well, that's the pneumatic. That's what I thought the pneumatics. It was a wheel to like drive a piston to make the pneumatic hammer work.
Oh, it's a crank kind of thing. Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
But no, that's a car. That's not the pneumatic hammer. So
That's the crank
this
car?
is a pneumatic hammer. So
You talking about that crank car? That
whatever this is, it looks like a car built on the chassis of a train. Like it has like the train chugga chugga thing, old steam trains. So
My boyfriend who likes trains, he didn't realize they have pickup trucks and service trucks that have like the rail where they just drive onto the track and put the rail down and then they
What?
can just ride down it.
how is he not?
He didn't realize it. I don't know.
I've
like, I
seen
don't
those.
know.
Like how is he not?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Wow.
I couldn't tell you. But
I,
I was actually shocked. I was actually shocked when he didn't realize that yesterday because I saw one pull into the grocery store when we were leaving it. And I was like,
you know what, Alice? Sometimes your boyfriend can be real special.
yeah.
oh,
Yikes.
that's so we can give him a free train ride.
Oh, good lord. He's my special man.
Mhm.
But I have a question involving what we talked about yesterday.
Yeah,
Who am I supposed to talk to about the mod stuff?
the mod stuff. Oh, well, we'll worry about that later. We'll talk about that off the air.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. So that's what the original spec for that is. Oh, okay.
Because I've been thinking about that last night. I'll talk to you about it later.
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
We can go up to staff after the show, so if you
yeah,
want.
let's do that. Let's have like a little quick impromptu meeting just to figure things out. That sounds good.
Yeah, for us
Yeah.
three, just so we're all on the same page. That sounds good to me. But anyways, that's fucking interesting schematics.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the one we were supposed to look at, but instead we were looking at a sideways car. Like it looks like a Model T. But holy buckets. So there's that one. What's the other one on the dossier that we were wanting to talk about?
Sorry, I was putting an announcement. Anyway, the other thing we got here is how humans are created, male mutations. Like, as I said, I think on camera yesterday.
Yes, no, we're talking about it.
Yeah.
In the
Yep.
oh no. Okay.
Humans
yeah,
are now
so-
being cloned.
Not just that, but like we're also talking about how when you first grow inside the womb of a body, start off as a female.
Well, like, the
Okay.
first thing that actually fully forms, is the anus. So, literally, for a brief moment of time, you are literally an asshole. And, that explains things.
That doesn't explain a lot.
But no, like, and then, like, continuing on, like, because humans develop in the womb as females. All humans start off as females. Somewhere down the line, and this is why I'm starting to, like,
Something's
seriously
happened.
believe that it is the female womb. Like, it's the female body, like, not consciously controlled, of course, but it's the female body who utilizes the construction materials from the male sperm, the X and Y chromosomes and whatnot. They utilize those building blocks and figure out which ones they want to use. Somewhere down the line, it figures out, oh, I want this to be a male, so it mutates into a male. But this is why all men, all humans have nipples, because, at least up until the portion where nipples are formed, we are forming as a female. Somewhere after that, we become a male. And this is also why, like, for lack of a better term, the gooch, like underneath, like, between your legs, and so I'm trying really hard not to be graphic here. But
I
there's
know what it is.
there's a crease there, and that's where the female part was initially forming, and that somewhere down the line, as I said, it decides to go down a different path, and then it mutates into a male part. But that's
So
why
the vagina basically.
yeah.
The vagina projects outward, and then the urethra expanded.
Let's try not to use the scientific terms like I think we're already on extremely thin ice, if not broken ice by now, from what we've already talked about earlier. So let's not push our buttons.
Technically it's biology though. So I mean,
Doesn't matter. Remember,
so
with the world we're in today, you gotta be careful.
That turns into it,
So
and
what
then
you're
you get
saying
the
is,
stuff
so what you've been saying is Magneto's been wrong this whole time. We all are mutants.
All men are, at least. All males.
Yeah.
So
Boy, imagine going up to Magneto saying, "Hey man, you wrong. I'm a
Hey
mutant."
Xander, so I guess I'm the most natural here. Ha!
Mother!
You
Yo,
do you think
welcome.
guys
Oh
could
my
determine
gosh!
the
Stop
gender of
my
their baby by
eyes!
the sex?
No, you can't join
We
Magneto's
got
group.
mom in here.
Do you think a guy could decide on the sex of the baby?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, if you're doing it with in vitro, they can sometimes manipulate it that way, from what I've heard. But I'm not a geneticist or a doctor like that. So I mean, but from what I've heard, that sometimes you can with in vitro with people, you can sometimes manipulate the gender outcome of the baby.
I know how they do
But-
that.
Huh?
I know how they do that. They basically create a number of embryos, and then they only transfer the ones of the gender that you're hoping for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, because like Xander, like you said, like it is true that all fetuses do start off as female, but you also mentioned that based off of the sperm, depending on the code in there, that also has a say in how the outcome of the fetus grows into.
Can I
So
jump
it's
in
kind
and
of
ask
a
you to back up
50-50.
just half a step for me?
Oh, go back. Yeah.
Is that okay? I was just curious what you mean by they start as female.
Humans
what we were
develop.
talking about,
Humans initially develop as female, all of them, in the womb, because this is why all humans, including the males, have nipples, because you develop, and but by extension, I believe, that's how it is for all mammalian creatures, because there's a lot of dogs with nipples and all that stuff. But specifically for humans, we all develop as females, and then sometime after the development of nipples, we mutate into men. So that's why men have nipples. So
Could describe it that way because genetically they're either male or female right from the very beginning. So yes, they do grow a certain way and seem to have same body parts or whatever, but I wouldn't say that they are female and become male.
not necessarily, because we did I'm going to reiterate what we again. We
actually,
already.
I like to hear what she has to say here.
Okay, go for it. Sorry.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, keep on going, Dr. Mom. I actually want to hear more about this. I
Yeah.
think you might be onto something here.
Who do I think I am? I'm talking to Dr. Mom. Of course she's going to know. So.
Sorry, I know
She's
I'm
a
in the middle of
doctor.
the conversation, so I'm sorry if I'm totally off topic.
No,
but
no, not at all.
I would define someone as male or female the absolute gold standard is XX or XY chromosomes, and that doesn't change. That's why they can transfer an embryo that is either XX or XY before it's developed any body parts. They know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. So I wouldn't describe it as everyone starts off as a girl and becomes a boy. You could say none of them have a penis at the beginning and then they grow a penis later. But that's different than becoming a male when it was previously a female.
See, actually, that does make more sense, though.
Well, then what about the gooch thing I talked about earlier?
The goose?
No, the little crease that men have in there.
Well, they can develop way.
That's something
I-
for people
Only at the
to
beginning,
shop.
but that doesn't mean that they became a
Muscle
different gender.
structure.
Well, I'm no biologist, so I'm probably talking out of my rectum anyway. But
Oh no.
This is an interesting question, though.
Yeah.
No, it actually is, but like Dr. Mom does make a good point, because it also like in a way it does make more sense too, though. Like I always kind of like I heard that and I could hear the evidence of why they think that, and I was like, yeah, I could believe that. But now, like, if you want to go into biblical senses, like if you have like a spiritual belief that women were created from the rib of Adam, and so there's that hyperbole. Well, not hyperbole. What the fuck is that word?
Hypothesis.
That oxymoron. There's that. Well, it's Genesis, but I
I
mean,
thought you were gonna say
that's the other side of the coin. There we go. Like you could say, you could argue that women started and then men came from us, but then also like you go to like the whole idea of creation in like biblical senses. Well, man was created first and then taken from a rib of Adam. Women were created.
Yeah. This is. Can I go on a tangent just slightly from what you just said? Because I think it's so interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I actually like this first one.
It's kind of fun. But with that part in the Bible that talks about God creating Eve, right? Before that, all of his creation, everything he created, it says, God created the earth and sky, and it was good. He created the animals, and it
was good.
The first thing that he says it was not good, he says it was not good for man to be alone. And then he created Eve. So we're created together with other people. We're created to have community, and it's still, to this day, not good for humans to be alone.
Yeah.
As proof with I don't
Dr. Mom, I love you. I think I'm gonna have to send you a friend request.
Oh, please do.
I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you for in a totally platonic way.
I'll take it. Works for me.
So,
why is it not like? Come on, phone. Don't be a douche.
Ron was just trying to say something.
Yeah.
So, regarding the whole being alone thing, I can agree with that. It is a bad thing for a single human being to be alone and have nobody around.
Sure.
That's proof. So, most of you probably know who Heath Ledger is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yikes. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's a dark thing. To get ready for his movie role as the Joker, he put himself in seclusion for months.
Mm.
And
yes,
then I didn't want to make it. I'm not going to say that what all happened there, but all I can say is
he's a method
pretty
actor.
much it drove him insane.
Yeah, long story short, it drove that poor man into madness, and he was a really good actor, a method actor, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And he put himself
Just
into
like Joaquin Phoenix.
he did that seclusion to put himself into the mind of the Joker, so he can give the best performance because he is that caliber of an actor. Even on set, like he never broke character on set. Even when the cameras weren't rolling, he was still going around. Why so serious? Like with
he
that.
Even improvise.
Yeah. And, see, the problem is, he got so deep into it that after the movie, he couldn't bring himself back out. And that's why it's believed that he committed self-deletion, because he couldn't get back to himself.
Yeah.
He was the Joker for the rest of his life, and that is terrifying. So,
I'm just relieved that there isn't a lot of actors that do that. I think he's the only one that I can think of that did that.
Joaquin Phoenix does it all the time.
There is one actor that did it. There's also another actor, the actor who played Elvis. Sometimes he still gets into that Elvis personality.
Well, I have a couple examples right off of the top of my head. Jonah Hill, loses and gains weight all the time, and that cannot be good for you. And then what's his face, Joaquin Phoenix, and I think what's his face who played Batman before that.
Well, also
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Do things to their bodies and their mind, but that's not good. But they're that devoted to their craft, and that is commendable. But
it's
well,
like sometimes Christian Bale went to the
Oh, speaking of which, the lead singer to 36 to Mars, for one role, almost blinding himself.
Jared Leto? Are you talking about
Yes.
Jared Leto?
Yeah, Jared Leto.
Dude, he
for
did
the
the
movie
worst
Blade Runner.
job, but he was a method actor too. But he went in a completely different way of the Joker, and like, I think he's kind of a fake method actor, if you ask me. I was gonna actually
No,
bring
no,
it up.
he almost blinded himself for that one movie, Blade Runner sequel.
Oh God, yeah. Well, he's one of those weirdos. I never liked. There's only like 1 or 2 movies of him in it where I actually like Jared, and
Hey,
that's
Paul.
that's Requiem for a Dream and Fight Club.
What about
Those are the only
American
2 movies
Psycho?
I actually like. What? He was the bleach blonde haired guy that Edward Norton
Yeah,
beats
he's
the
Paul.
fuck out of. Yeah,
And
but
also
no,
he's Paul.
but Requiem for a Dream also is the only other movie I really liked him in. So, that movie's a very dark, horrific movie.
Yes, it is.
But yo, we never heard.
It's-
Mother, how was your past week?
Yeah,
Pretty
but how
good.
was your last weekend?
Anything interesting happened to you? Anything you find interesting? World events, like anything you want to talk about? From the past 7 days, go for it.
Oh goodness, putting me on the spot. Let me think.
Come on, you can do it.
Gosh, I don't follow the news. I will tell you that right now. So I don't know anything about all of that because they stress me out too much. I used to before 2020, and now I don't watch it anymore.
That's everybody here.
This is not going to interest anyone but me, probably. But I am a bird watcher. I love birding, and I got to see, 2 species this week that I've not seen before in my backyard, and they posed for pictures, and I got pictures, and it was very exciting
awesome.
to me.
That's cool.
Like the best thing that
Can
happened.
you share them in like photos or something on the server so I could see them? I actually love like birds. Like I've actually seen some cardinals and blue jays around lately.
I don't have any cardinals here. I'm so sad because they're gorgeous.
And where's my manners? How you doing? I am so handy.
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Polly or Mom. You can call me whichever.
Yay, we got mom in the house.
Well, Mother,
and
while
thank you
you're
for joining
posting,
my cooking show.
Mother, while you're posting pictures, because we do have a pictures chat. Let me ping you down there real quick.
Okay.
Also, never mind. I was about to do a dancing reference. Tell your children.
Go
not to-
ahead. Come on,
Alright.
Sohan. You can do it.
Yes, tell your children not to walk my way.
But while you're posting pictures down there, Mother, post that flower picture you posted again. That is beautiful. Like,
Yeah, I can do that one first because I'm on my phone, but I'm headed to the computer here.
all right.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing some of those photos. Like, I'll send you a picture of what I took of. All I did was put in high definition and black and white on my phone, but I had this great aerial view in the airplane of Chicago and part of Lake Michigan when I was flying. I believe I was flying out from Chicago to Pennsylvania in that picture. Yeah, not flying into it. So, but yeah, I'll find the picture. But Xander's seen the picture. It's freaking awesome.
It's really
like
nice.
I like the fact. Well, and also I like the fact that I have the airplane wing in with the picture. Like I purposely wanted that in there.
Yeah, that's
I thought-
awesome.
Yeah, like I want to do that and maybe send it to like American Airlines. Like you should use this for like a advertisement and to you for like $5,000. And then the public, you know what? We'll do it. Come to Chicago, where the smog never ends.
I have Mother's flower picture up here on the stream.
All right, let me see.
These are flowers I just bought. Aren't they stunning? I love ombre, like just a gradual change from one color to another just does something to me. So
They're
I'm
purple and
obsessed.
orange, my 2 favorite colors. I love it.
Oh, purple's my
Oh,
favorite.
yeah, Mom, I just bought a cherry tomato hybrid plant that I gotta repot into a bigger plant, but like I'm
Okay.
hoping I'm gonna have a good yield. So,
Awesome. I
Fingers
garden,
crossed.
so that's awesome.
well, yeah, they also gave me a free book on gardening too, but like maybe I could pick your brain on like some stuff. I used to like help work at my grandparents' greenhouse back when I was a little kid, but like I remember some stuff, but not everything. So maybe I can pick your brain on that.
You know,
Alice.
I've researched some, so.
Ooh, yo, look at that bird. So what kind of bird is that one with the yellow belly?
So the
Ooh.
yellow one is a lesser goldfinch,
Ooh.
and then the blue ones are lazuli buntings. And I spent like all of last spring/summer trying to track those suckers down because I could hear them, but I couldn't see them, and I never got a really good like look at them. And this year
wow.
they just showed up in my yard, and I was able to get a picture. I was so happy.
Oh hell yeah. Do you have a feeder for them to kind of lure?
Not right
Ooh.
now. That is a Western tanager. That's the lifer for me. I've never seen one before. I was so excited. My kid actually woke me up. He was like, "Mom, that bird on the cover of your bird book is out in our yard." And I was like,
Oh, wow.
"Yeah." So I ran out there and took a picture.
Awesome.
Hold on a second.
That
This
is
reminds
so
me of something.
beautiful.
They're so they love oranges. Those and Orioles, which are also like bright orange. They just love
Yeah.
oranges. Some fresh oranges out, and they put out there. So.
In Minnesota, we have like over like when we have like the little swamps, like the stem that is. It's like brown with like a little, looks like a corn dog
There
on
you
a
go.
stick.
This is what I was trying
yeah.
to find.
Cattails.
You'd have it'd be black, but when they open their wings a little bit, you'd see like the orange and like white in the wing, but they're otherwise all black.
Is it up on the shoulder? Are they red-winged blackbirds?
I think they might be. I can't remember.
They
I'll
look-
find a picture of them and I'll send it to you.
Reeds. I was like, it's got to be a red-winged blackbird.
Probably it, yeah. But they're everywhere. Oh, that looks like a pheasant right there.
No, Mother, if you look at my stream, you'll get a chuckle out of this. You'll like it.
Oh, that's so cute.
No, it's the same bird. It's the same.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
He's like, that's me.
Yeah.
You can read all about it. I'm amazing. Thank you.
That feeling when the
Yeah,
bird
I
that you're
see that
watching
picture.
comes and watches you.
Yeah. I actually know where a Cooper's hawk nest is this year, so I've been watching it. Every time I go on my walk, I check it out. I don't know if there's any babies in there yet, but it's pretty cool to watch.
We got hawks
I've been
out
seeing
here.
a lot of hawks. I've been seeing a lot of hawks, a lot, like, because we're not too
Oh.
in Pennsylvania, so like we gotta be at like a half a mile, the most I would imagine from the river, which is ironic. For most of my life, I've always lived like within a mile from a river or a stream.
Oh, that's
Except for like, well, no, we had a lake behind us that had a stream, but yeah. But
rivers
I
are
was
hard to
always like,
in Colorado,
Yeah.
so.
that bird is so
Kinda cool.
beautiful with the red head that is in the yellow body. That is
That's pretty.
so gorgeous.
You know what's not a beautiful bird? A cassowary. Those are ugly. Ugh.
Oh my gosh, I love cassowaries. What's wrong with you? They're so cool.
Oh, that waddle.
Let me see a
Ugh.
cassowary.
The freaking like the
Yeah,
neck the neck sack. Oh God,
Oh, they're
gross.
so cool, and they've got like that
No, let's
crest,
take-
like they're a
come on, show
dinosaur.
cassowary.
Cassowary.
I would not mess with them though. One
didn't
tick
spell
from
it
that,
right.
and they will.
Oh, I did spell
you.
it right. Oh,
Oh,
I
those
did.
birds?
Yeah,
Look at them! Don't they look like dinosaurs?
they do.
They look like little emus.
Look at the
They
kid.
look like turkey. They look like turkey emus.
No, Alice, remember
Yeah.
we saw the Ferngully not too long ago. Remember those two birds? What's the password? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, those are
yeah. That's the
cassowaries.
password. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I don't have a problem with a little gizzard. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck
Yeah.
with them either, though.
Yeah,
That
no,
fucking
they've
hole on
got
the
some
top of their head.
claws.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
and also that hole on the top of their head. Oh my god. They can fucking fuck the person up.
Yeah, they can. They're very territorial
Okay.
too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, these are not birds you want to have as pets. Or, like, I wouldn't, like, why would you have them in a zoo?
Yeah.
Let them be. But, I mean, and I would rather fuck with an ostrich over one of those.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
Well, yo, guys, we are
These are
over
not
the
that
hour
aggressive.
here. I don't mind continuing going, but what says everybody else?
I'm fine with it if anyone else is fine with it.
All right.
Or if anyone else says, hey, we can have a vote here.
We
I'm
can keep
easy. I'm
talking
just
about
making
birds.
some food while I'm talking, so.
Yeah, I would say let's go for, like, another, 20 minutes or so.
All right, yeah.
And see where we are at in that.
Cool.
Yeah. You know. So this is a cassowary. So, but then like, what is it? Emus are probably what the most like easiest like big birds, right, to deal with, right? I remember emus
well, not the Australian
they
ones.
They can be pretty grumpy. Yeah, Australia went to war against emus, remember?
Yeah.
And they lost
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Yeah.
I remember the Australian emu.
I don't know
war.
if you guys have seen the videos of the gal that she has like emus on her farm, and she named this one Karen, and like attacks her, and she has to like pull her hand out and push at her. So they can be grumpy.
I mean,
Yeah,
emus.
like those kind of birds.
Emus are doing very well for themselves in the world. Like, isn't one of them a spokesperson for an insurance company? Emu,
yeah.
and Doug. You know?
Isn't it like or something?
Yeah, the emu, like
There's
the
also a thing
car
called
box
Blue
thing.
Emu.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about this.
Yeah, no, Emu and Doug.
Yeah. Emu,
they
Emu, and Doug. Huh. Oh, it's for State Farm. Oh, no,
I feel
Liberty.
bad for that.
Alright, cool.
Although I do find it kind of funny seeing the emu in the t-shirt. I mean, with the tie, just like, doesn't look happy.
By the way-
like, whatever.
By the way, this show, nor anything involving the Omni Coalition, is sponsored by Liberty, and I don't think it ever will. So, yeah, let me put that down.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
let's
video
just-
is sponsored
we're just-
by.
Nobody. By ourselves.
It's
Oh, look,
This video is
here's his
sponsored
wife.
by
Have you ever seen an
myself
emu in a
and-
dress and a wig?
No, it's
Oh,
sponsored by
Lord.
established Old Spice.
Oh my god.
No, you trying to summon Terry Crews?
Ah. Power!
Oh my lord. Children, let's just calm down here.
It's sponsored by cats.
Dude, the emu with the sunglasses that you just had there on the right hand was one. But that kind of reminded me of the banana splits, like the trippy 60s Muppet thing. Oh my god, when I saw that emu with the sunglasses, it reminded me of the banana split. Oh yeah.
Yo,
Memes,
also,
Meme.
that reminds me. They made a horror movie of the banana splits.
Yes.
Oh, of course they did. Oh, we're
I've
gonna
never
get-
heard of
it's
this. I feel like I'm missing out.
It's got everyone's favorite over actor. Or wait, no,
No.
I'm thinking of the wrong movie. Hang on.
That's Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, Willy's Wonderland has everybody's favorite actor, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
I
just gonna say.
10 out of
because
10, I
they-
recommend it.
Yeah,
You
he's so
know-
famous. They're
Saturday.
adding him into a game now.
Order here. I propose a Nicolas Cage classic movie marathon one day in
Ooh,
the next
I recommend
Couple
Raising Arizona.
All right, I'm going Con Air. Oh no, I'm sorry. I take it back. The Rock.
That's a good
The
one.
Rock.
That's a good one. I like it because
The
it's
movie
based out of
backgrounder
California.
of.
Yeah.
I would
Rock.
vote for a Nicolas Cage movie. I would vote for Knowing.
Oh.
That's a good one.
No, it's Dwayne the Franchise Labor Johnson.
Ah,
All right, Mama. What do you vote for Nicolas Cage?
The actor's up a lot, so this might be wrong. But isn't he in National Treasure?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
National Treasure. Riley is like my favorite.
All right.
That dude.
Hello.
Which
Dude
one?
is
I think there's
a
two of them. Do you want the first one or the second one?
The first one's always the best, but they're both really
Yeah.
good.
Actually,
Okay.
not necessarily always true. Terminator 2 was better than the first one. Although,
I have
screw
not seen
Arnold
any, so I
Schwarzenegger,
cannot
so.
comment.
And then there's Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is better
Oh,
than the
well,
original.
yeah, there's another example. So,
Really?
yeah.
Dude, Shrek 2 was awesome.
It's hard to beat Shrek, but, Shrek 2 is close. Like, they're
I'm not a
they're
big fan
tied.
of any of them. So.
The main reason everyone watches Shrek is because Smash Mouth is in it.
Huh, yeah, true.
So we have
They're
Raising.
heavily
So we have-
promoted in that movie.
Okay, so we have Raising Arizona. We have
The Rock.
what was the one? The Rock. We have National Treasure.
And Knowing.
We have which one?
Pedro
And
Pascal.
Knowing. Yep, Knowing. And then what else?
Like, this just reminds
Your
me
one
of
word
that.
please.
This reminds me of that one video, which I know Banana's gonna love this. It involves Dungeons and Dragons, but
Oh,
there's
we got
Where's my
We
pen
gotta put-
and where's my paper? Oh fuck.
Well,
Also,
I
we gotta add Con Air.
Oh yeah, that's right,
Oh
Con
yeah.
Air.
Oh, you wanted to Con Air?
Yeah,
Well, no, I said Con Air originally, but then I switched it over to
The Rock.
you know, to The Rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Sean Connery.
But no, this conversation's reminding me of a Dungeons and Dragons theme video.
Well, you also have
where-
Ed Harris. You have.
Alice, I was talking.
Oh, sorry.
This reminds me of a Dungeons and
Go
Dragons video where they put like Nicolas Cage's various roles in all of his movies as a different thing. So what's the bard? What's the fighter? What's the paladin? What's the wizard? What's the this? And then they all fit. And then there's another one. Someone, were you the one who showed me these?
No.
Dang. There's another one where they did the same thing with Adam Sandler. It's like, Adam Sandler in 50 First Dates is this. Adam Sandler in Happy Gilmore is that. Like they're really funny. Like let me see if I can find them. Like to post them in the underbar later.
Have you guys seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie? Because I haven't seen it, and I want to know if it's any good.
I haven't either.
I've seen
I
one
haven't
of them,
seen it yet.
not the recent one though.
They have a
Like the
Fast
one
and
that just
Furious
came out.
character in it. They got Letty being Letty in a Dragons movie. That's all I could gather from Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Dungeon Master Therapy. Oops, all Nicolas Cage, and then the Sandler verse. So these are hilarious.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
Well, no. Do you remember the evolution of Nicolas Cage's hair?
Oh
On
yeah,
YouTube?
let me look that up.
Well, you can't watch it on here, but I'm about to switch over to my laptop because my phone's gonna die.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and wrap us up here? We're kind of like grasping for subjects at this point.
All right. Well, thank you for joining the lovely Kicking the Peanut. My lovely sidekicks.
Ayo, Xander.
Come on, say your names.
Go ahead.
Come on,
Professor?
keep saying your names. You're in the...
Oh, Mom. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Distracted.
Yep. And who else is in here? Who else? Or
Rhombus,
did they leave already?
Yes.
Ron? Yes. Well, thank you for the Kicking the Peanut show. It was really fun to have.
Yes, it was.
You
We
guys
also
do
had
cool, stay
Johnson.
in
Don't
school.
forget about him.
Yeah.
He was in here earlier.
Oh, yes. We can't forget about that lovely guy.
Yep.
So, but anyways, everybody, you be cool. You stay in school, don't do drugs, say your sign out things, and whoopity-doobity-doo-doo, boop boop.
All right. That will conclude the show. You can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes.
So TV on Twitch.
For well, okay, this is yeah, we stream this show like every why is okay, this is weird. We stream the show every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is 4 p.m. Mountain.
6 p.m.
Alright.
Eastern!
5 Central.
Yeah, 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Central. Let's not confuse the people. Yeah, anyway, until you guys catch us next Sunday, or if you're interested in some history, we have a history show every day at 11 in the morning Pacific time, and a news show every Tuesday and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So 11 and 3, all for thee. So, yeah. Anyway, until whenever you see us, don't forget to look right and left and collect at every intersection. Rate 5 thumbs and subscribe. Toodly woodlies.
Oh my gosh, you toodly woodly everybody.
Wah!